Hey, this is JT from G Club, back again to talk a little bit about some of my thoughts that I've had going through two scenarios so far. I went through the intro scenario. I think it's called Make Yourself at Home. You basically had everything set up, and it looks as though you are just trying to make another farm so you can build some more plants and kind of get your feet wet on it. And was able to play that, got through it on medium difficulty. You can see that video early on, from a few days ago. It went well. I got to learn the game. I think I understood how everything worked. There was a couple things, of course, I missed, which is normal on these kind of games. And then I decided to, hey, step it up and do this landing mission that turned out to actually be the most difficult mission, but I didn't know it until after I set it up and I started looking up FAQs, and Ignacy had pointed out that this is actually the hardest scenario, and he highly recommends waiting until you go through all the other scenarios before you touch this one. Now he tells me, right? So I went through this mission. You had 9 rounds in order to be able to get all of your stuff out. So the idea behind landing is that you're just starting out. You just got onto Mars, and all these containers had been sent along that had all of your facilities in it. So it had the oxygenators, the solar panels, the farm, the lab, the garage hall with your depot with Froggy and Scorpio. Your two vehicles to be able to help you explore and to gather. And wow, what a different game it is in this particular scenario, because you're actually building your engine, but you got to do it quickly before you run out of food, or you run out of energy, or you run out of oxygen. And wow, it is really tough. I am not sure exactly how to defeat this particular scenario, and I'm pretty sure that if I took another 5 shots at it, I probably still won't defeat this thing. So let me kind of talk about the differences here. I've only played the 2 building scenarios. One of them was light. Didn't feel like you're building an engine, but it felt like you were trying to maintain and try to keep an engine from completely failing. And this one, you're actually trying to build the engine, and you're on this kind of adventure to get everything up and going, to get everything started. But man, it is so brutal. It is so brutal. So, I love cooperative games that are really tough. I love games that really make you think and really give you kind of the what for if you want to try to go after it. And this scenario, you open up the scenario, get everything set up, and then when you turn on the app, a fist reach out and socks you in the face. It really just starts off like that, and it does not let up, because it socks you in the face. You fall down, and while you're down, it kicks you and then punches you again, and then it picks you up, dusts you off, and then it sweeps the leg. Okay, but man, it's tough. So as I'm thinking through this game right now, and I've only done the building scenarios, I want to try the exploration and the research scenarios that are out there. I definitely want to get to the campaign. But man, if you are looking for a tough game, this is definitely one that's going to keep your attention for a long time. There is some complexity to it. There is a lot going on. Just recently, I think Rodney Smith just launched his video on how to play it. It was 50 minutes, and I believe it, because it took me a good evening as well as the next morning trying to figure out this game. So right now I absolutely love this game. There's some quirks and things that require some FAQs and things like that you have to find on Board Game Geek, because it doesn't seem like everything is in the rule book as much as I'd like it to be. But nonetheless, Ignacy's made himself available to be able to answer these questions, so that's been a good thing. It's just a challenge and a slog trying to get through, how this game plays. But once you get past that, man, what a game this is. I'm really enjoying it, and I cannot recommend it highly enough for people that love a challenge. Now, if you don't like something that's hard and it's going to beat you up, I don't know if this is a game for you. So I would probably steer clear from this thing because it is not friendly. So if you are looking for a good co-op that is tough, that requires you to think, that you know, it really is going to take you on an adventure, I think this game might be it. So I'm not trying to give my full review. I'm just giving you my thoughts right now, and everything that's going on here. But at some point I do want to give a more detailed review. But anyway, that's it for now. This is definitely longer and I keep rambling on all this stuff. So if you have any questions about the game, please post in the comments below. I would love to hear anything that, that you're wondering about. Any questions that you might have about mechanics, about how the theme goes or anything like that, please post that in the comments below. We'd love to be able to help you out. And then, you know, if you could like this video, if you like it, please subscribe to the channel. If you are looking for other content that you like what you see. I know this isn't exactly my usual studio and setup and everything, but I just wanted to get this out there, and put myself in a position to grab my thoughts while I'm going through it. So family's out of town and I've got the house to myself, so I took advantage of it, and I'm trying to do it before they get back. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This has been JT with G Club, and talk to you soon.